Which amiibo do I want to train today?
We'll let the fate decide, huh?
Oh no.
Just starting out like that, huh? I wonder if there's something different about... Wow. Really? I was just so caught off guard by the fact that this level 1 amiibo just... Well, don't take that lesson. I was just caught off guard by the fact that this level 1 amiibo just, like, it was on the attack right off the start that I didn't even have time to really think or react. I didn't even make an opening joke or an opening statement. Like, what happened? I should mention as well, I am not a Bayonetta player. I haven't played the games. I don't play Bayonetta in this game, really. It's another one that I do have a Bayonetta amiibo already. It was in round 2 of the amiibo tournament that we did. But, again, did not do well enough to make it into further rounds, so I'm training a new one here to see what the why. So just pretty much just guns, big punching, big kicking, and all that jazz. She clearly doesn't know what to do with the final smash either. It is actually kind of a funny story as well, because I made those little like trailers for the amiibo tournaments. When I did the one, or when I was recording the footage for Legs for Days, the Bayonetta amiibo that I was using, I recorded like 5 different matches with her, the footage of which was unusable for some of the fights. Actually, I probably did more than 5. She was one of the ones I had to record the most amount of footage for, and it was all because I needed footage of her landing her final smash, and she just would not do it properly, and to the point where the only way I was able to get her to do it, I just had to record her anytime I was using her, and I would just have to hope that she would hit the final smash, and she didn't until randomly one time, and I had to use this because it was the only time that she did it. I didn't want to use it because she was out on a journey, so it didn't show the amiibo name, it just showed her under the name Bayonetta. But it was literally the only footage I was ever able to catch of her hitting the final smash. Now, I'm told that Bayonetta in this game is considerably less good than Bayonetta was in the previous Smash game. I've never played the previous one. I don't know how true that statement is. It just gave me like a little bit of intimidation for playing the character going into it. I honestly don't think she's that bad. I was also told the same thing about the Ice Climbers, that the Ice Climbers were better previously than they are now in Ultimate. But how do you get this frickin' Final Smash to trigger? I know some people might say, like, why aren't you, like, looking it up? Why aren't you, like, reading the tips? Why aren't you doing all the other stuff like that? I want to go into some things blind. Because, like, there are definitely going to be some characters, some amiibos that I'm going in with characters I think I'm really good at playing. And I will definitely sound like I know what I'm talking about during those ones. But I'm not making a video to be informative, I'm making a video to be entertaining. And I think there is some merit into like actually wanting to go into this blind and figure it out on your own. But like for some of these ones, I'm challenging myself to learn new characters. Like that's just kind of the thing about it. I'm just trying to have fun, and I'm hoping you guys are having fun watching me have fun. If that makes any sense at all. I don't know how much sense I make when I start talking. Oh. Is it I have to use one of the up smash? Do I have to use an up smash to get that to trigger or something? Or is it like I have to hit a certain number of times before it ends? I don't know. Ow. Okay, so maybe it's not... Maybe it's not hitting a... Oh, maybe... Okay, because that's triggered by her doing like a downward attack. Not even one of the tilt controls things. That was like perfectly in sync there. How long can I loop this, I wonder? I think it's okay. I was gonna say it's gonna loop until it's gonna loop until either I stop hitting the button in quick enough succession, or it's just oh geez. Okay, like that triggered it. Because like even that thing, I'm not even sure if like filling up the circle in the middle is part of it. Because I don't think I filled it up all the way either. I'm assuming the down special move is a counter, but I can't figure out if she won't hit me when I can... Counters are always so hard for me to time correctly. Okay. Not exactly a counter, but it kind of like slows down time. Oh, barely hit that one. Am I supposed to be hitting buttons during that? Okay, now I'm just so curious what this is actually supposed to be like. Because the Amiibo does, like, what are the, like, sometimes runes appear along the circle. Like, do I have a like, is that something I'm doing when it's happening? Wait a second. Ooh, that's different, hold on. I just realized something. Like, it's gonna take me a second to get to a point where I can demonstrate it, especially if I keep dying like that, because this is not an ideal map for it. But the down tilt move, if you hold it down, her foot starts like shooting. Whereas I was just doing it like this, where it was just a downward slam. Okay, yeah, like I'm hitting buttons. I was hitting buttons and runes were appearing there. So that is something new then. And I didn't get the full thing there. I wonder if that just increases damage if you do that? Okay, so one easy way to tell, like, her effects seem to be red and mine seem to be blue. Which I think is probably due to this being like Bayo 1 versus Bayo 2 designs. If it's anything like the Persona ones where it's like, if it's Persona 3 it's blue, if it's Persona 4 it's yellow, if it's 5 it's red. I don't know if there's any like actual merit to that theory. Again, never played a Bayonetta game, so I don't know pretty much anything. I'm trying to rely less on the thumbstick inputs and more on the button inputs for this Amiibo, which is why I'm still trying to do a lot of like running up and doing the neutral punching. Just keep shooting until she breaks the cycle. There, like that. There we go. Not this stage. Wait a second. Oh, this is actually kind of hilarious. On the ladder, I kind of love this actually. Hold on. I was shielding. I disagree with that. I'm gonna hold still because I'm genuinely curious if she can do this. Okay, it only took one punch and she's hitting... Okay, so she hit all the runes there. I'll take that. I wanted to see and she didn't disappoint. I don't really have any plans for what spirits to give her. I guess I'll just have to see what I have in the collection. Actually, I'm gonna look at the ones down at the bottom. I should have started with this. I got some pretty interesting ones, relatively new. Like weapon attack and move speed, which doesn't, I don't think that would fit her. Mouthful of curry up, no. Critical Supergiant, this is the same one that I used for the Little Mac Amiibo video. Critical Fast Final Smash Meter. This is one... You know what? This is one that I would actually consider, the Critical Fast Final Smash Meter. Like, her Smash Meter will build up when she's in critical range. That might be interesting. Now, screw it. I'm just gonna give this one. I can always go get another one of these if I want, now that I know I can pretty much clear the entire DLC Spirit board as Pyra. Okay, so she has a pretty... That's actually kind of a scary strategy there, of playing keep up. Okay, yeah, it is just a game of keep up, isn't it? Okay, stay away from me, stay away from me. Back witch! Oh, I learned something recently. On this map, if you take it and have the camera look in, there's a picture of a cat on the inside. There's a picture of something else here, too. Looks like that's a calendar with a mountain on it, maybe? I have no idea what this thing is. I'm assuming this is a Pokemon. You know, it's interesting if Bayonetta has things that can slow down time. I kind of wonder if they consider giving Violet similar powers with the whole, I forget what it's actually called in Three Houses, but there's the mechanic where you can turn back time, and Violet having that power specifically. Like, I wonder if they, like, were ever, like, tempted to give Violet a similar ability as Bayonetta. Ow! Ow! I can't get close enough to her. Like, I can't even approach. Just let me get close. There we go, finally. I got a good amount of hits on her. She already has the final smash, really? Good thing the little Link is speedy. I mean, this is working pretty well. Can I do anything? Okay, I can kind of run through that once it started going up, apparently. I deserve that, I suppose. See, I'm still confused. Okay, well, never mind. I'm still confused what actually constitutes triggering that final smash. Is it like a certain amount of damage that has to be dealt, and just different attacks do different amounts of damage? Is that the contributing limiting factor? Okay, and then I got a final smash in on her. Didn't kill her. And she's just stopping us halfway through this now, too. But she's nowhere near close enough to get me. I mean, I say as she gets me. Wait, what? How? Did I seriously do that much damage to her? That she got another final smash just instantly? Dooyah! Dooyah, dooyah, want my love. She just instantly got that one. What are the requirements for this final smash? I'm so confused. When in doubt, ice it out. I set that one up perfectly so it landed right when the thing ended. Yeah, ice climbers are definitely my counter to Bayonetta. Okay, she actually did the neutral attack. I didn't think she ever learned that one. Ow, ow, ow. Jeez. Take a chill pill. Get it? Because I'm ice climbers. Okay, maybe ice climbers aren't my counter. I'm a little rusty, but this feels right.
There comes a giant fish! No!
How do you get these final smashes so fast? Oh, well, never mind. I know the answer. That was a dumb question for me to ask. I've already forgotten what spirit I gave her. Okay, I don't know who won that one, honestly. Probably... No.
Too bad for you.
Okay, light always prevails over dark, I suppose. Whew, okay. If you get closer to Bayonetta, just immediately shield, and then counter her when she does her big move. Or she does that, apparently, which is something I've literally never seen her do until just this second. Right as I got my smash, really? Stay away, stay away, stay away, stay away. I just want to lay here and not deal with this anymore. Got a lot of groundwork to make up in only a minute. Okay, I've got even more groundwork to make up in only a minute. Here's the thing, do I send her on a journey, or do I do one more round with her, get her to 50, and then put her up against Legs for Days, the previous Bayonetta amiibo? I guess it makes more sense to have her face off against the previous amiibo. I need a range, like someone who has considerable range. You know what? Let's not kid ourselves. Okay, come on. No, no, no. Uno reverse! Okay, there's no way I was gonna miss that. She was way too close to me. I don't feel amazing about this, but I have a... yeah, case in point, I don't feel amazing about this. But I think I have my best chance of beating her right now with this lineup. Oh my gosh! Okay, I'm starting to feel considerably less good about this. No! Don't tell me that lost me the entire match. Okay, thank gosh. Climax reached the climax of her levels, so now we turn learning off and we bring in the previous Amiibo here. Just gotta get her off the shelf and not knock over every other Amiibo because she's kind of stuck in here between Pit and Sephiroth. Hold on, I gotta go actually get her. I have to extract her here. Okay, legs for days. Let's see what you're made of against the Climax. Okay, so far, Legs for Days is actually really impressing me. The Climax is not quite sure what to do. Okay, I think there was a good hit from the Climax there. Oh, and this is just another little... I'm just full of interesting tidbits today because another little fun fact that I have for you is that the clock in this actually lines up to real time. So like right now, it's 3:30 when recording it, and it's actually showing to be 3:30 on the clock. While I think the Climax was stumbling a little bit at the beginning, I think she's finally starting to hit her stride, especially when it's coming to getting those final smashes that she gets so frequently. Although here comes Legs for Days again, who's notoriously bad at hitting final smashes, as I've talked about before. Okay, yeah, Climax is really starting to hit a lot harder now. I never realized how terrible the innuendos could be for this particular naming system, but you know what, it's Bayonetta. They knew what they were doing. Okay, here we go with Legs for Days hitting another final smash. Let's see if she can hit this one finally or not. Nope, she cannot. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the Climax had that in the bag. Yep. How close was it though? Because Legs for Days had a really strong start. Oh, well, much like the nickname of the Amiibo implies, we have hit the climax of this video. So yeah, if there are any Amiibo that you want to see me train, leave it in the comments and I will more than likely do it. So just remember, until next time...
If you need to learn how to talk to a lady, ask your mum.